Hi everyone, welcome back to the biomed session. And in this session, we'll be looking at the human digestive system. This is supposed to be taken by Tanzim, but our mentor has some external things to do, so I'll be hosting this session. Okay, let's go. So, before we dive deeper, the digestive system, as we all know, is essential for breaking down food into little bites, extracting the nutrients so that our body can use it for energy, growth, repair, and other body processes. So, without digestion, we cannot absorb or utilize the nutrients we consume. And here's a did you know fact. On average, a person produces 1 to 1.5 liters of saliva per day. That's amazing. So, in this session, we'll be delving into various components of the digestive system, including the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. We will also explore the some enzymes, their functions, and the role they play in digestive processes. So, this is going to be a very fun lecture. And if you have any questions, remember to put it in the comment section or the biomed group, and I will answer them. Okay, so I've already done part of this. As said, we will identify the key components of the digestive system. We explain the purpose of digestion, absorption, and elimination, and how these enzymes and acids in help in breaking down food into nutrients. And we also describe the journey of food inside the body from the mouth to the rectum and the specific functions performed at each stage. And this is like something I worked on for my finals, and I really find this topic interesting, so I hope you do too. As said earlier, the digestive system in the human body processes foods and liquids. It consists of the digestive tract where food passes through structures like the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and some accessory organs, I mean. And when I was actually practicing this digestive system for my finals, I got to create a lot of acronyms because there are a lot of like terms, enzymes, organs that one needs to understand. So, yes, I created something like Impulsara, which actually gave out the full meaning of each digestive tract, like each organ in the digestive tract, like the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine. We also focused on important details, and I'll drop the full meaning of this acronym in the comment section. Okay, so these organs all work together to break down food into smaller components for absorption and assimilation. Let's dive into the mouth. The mouth is the first organ in the digestive system. Many people don't know that it's actually part of the digestive tract and it serves different functions like ingestion, mechanical digestion, and chemical digestion. So, the digestive process begins in the mouth where food is broken down into smaller pieces by the teeth. And this breaking down by the teeth is what we term as mechanical digestion. The teeth helps to grind the food. Then the mouth produces saliva, which contains enzymes that break down carbohydrates. And this is what we call as chemical digestion. The saliva initiates digestion by breaking down starch into sugar. And the term ingestion is when food enters the mouth, allowing the initial stage of digestion. And many people like misinterpret excretion and egestion. So ingestion is like the taking in of food. Egestion is the release of undigested food, while excretion is the release of waste products like uric acid, sweat, while egestion is um undigested food. Sorry, yes, excretion is undigested food. So, in details, the saliva is a clear, watery liquid that is produced by the salivary glands, and it contains enzymes such as amylase, which is able to break down carbohydrates into simpler sugars. Okay, so the esophagus is the next one. The esophagus ensures the smooth movement of food from the mouth to the stomach. It's I'll describe as a connecting tube, allowing for efficient digestion and nutrient absorption. Unlike the stomach and small intestine, the esophagus does not secrete any digestive enzymes, and its primary function is to facilitate the passage of food. So the esophagus uses the peristaltic movement, that's peristalsis, a wave-like muscle contraction to propel food towards the stomach. And this is how food is able to be transported to the stomach. In simple terms, peristalsis is a wave-like muscle contraction that helps move food through the digestive tract. And then once food is moved, it goes to the stomach. The stomach is a sac-like organ that secretes digestive enzymes and acids to break down food. And there's this opening in the stomach we call the sphincter. When it detects food coming down from the esophagus, and it opens up immediately and allows the food to come in. So sometimes when we vomit, the sphincter is like something triggered it. Like when we're healthy and the rest, something must have triggered the sphincter to open and release the food out. So the key function of the stomach is to include temporary food storage, mechanical digestion, chemical digestion through enzymes, and the controlling of emptying of partially digested food into the small intestine. And in this stomach, gastric juice is a digestive fluid produced by the stomach lining that contains enzymes and acids to break down food. Pepsin is another enzyme that is found in gastric juice that breaks down proteins into smaller peptides. And here's a fact: the stomach contains hydrochloric acid, which helps down in like breaking down food, activate digestive enzymes, and it also helps in like fighting or minimizing bacteria in the stomach. Then the pancreas. The pancreas is located behind the stomach and it performs two functions. It produces enzymes that break down sugars, fats, proteins, and starches during digestion. The pancreas also releases hormones, and we'll look more about hormones in the next session. It's into the bloodstream. These chemical messengers help regulate blood sugar levels, stimulate stomach acids, and control appetite and stomach emptying. Then the liver. So, the liver, in simple terms, is an organ that produces bile, a digestive fluid that helps break down fats. The largest organ in the body is the liver, and it performs essential functions within the digestive system. As I said, continually producing bile, aiding fat digestion and nutrient absorption. It processes toxins and removes them from the blood. The liver creates substances necessary for blood clotting after injury, and it helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. So yeah, let's move on to the gallbladder. It's simple definition: a small organ that stores bile produced by the liver. Bile is something like sticky yellow-green digestive fluid that's produced by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Its primary function is to break down fats into fatty acids during digestion. Okay, let's move on. The small intestine. So the small intestine, also known as the small bile, is what I'll say a long thin tube where most of the nutrient absorption takes place. The small intestine's main function includes breaking down food, absorbing nutrients, and moving the intestinal contents along the digestive tract. Specifically, the small intestine absorbs carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and it plays a vital role in digestion, ensuring efficient nutrient absorption and waste elimination. The large intestine. Okay, I forgot to mention that in the small intestine we have different structures that we could look at, like the villi, which is what I'll say finger-like projection on the walls of the small intestine that increase surface area for nutrient absorption. We have the microvilli, that's like the villi but tiny. Then we have the pancreatic juice, We have amylases, trypsin, lipase. There are many enzymes produced here. So the large intestine, also known as the colon, is shorter, but like a wider tube that absorbs water and electrolytes from remaining waste material. And it follows the small intestine and extends to the anal canal where food waste exits the body. The large intestine performs several essential functions, which I have mentioned, including absorbing water, electrolytes, forming stool, facilitating bacterial fermentation, and protecting against infections. So, like the process by which the large intestine absorbs water from the remaining waste material, helping to form solid stool, is what we call water absorption. Then we have the gut microbiome. So we can move on. We now have the rectum and anus. So the rectum connects the large intestine to the anus, and it acts as a reservoir where stool accumulates before being ready for elimination. Removal. So the anus marks the exit point for food waste, and this process is what we call egestion, not excretion. Excretion is when we remove waste products, not undigested food waste. So muscles, nerves, mucous membranes work together to facilitate healthy bowel movements that you can control. So thank you so much for listening. In the enzyme functions, like, sorry, I was supposed to mention the more about enzyme functions. Enzymes play a crucial role in digestion. We have heard more about protein digestion with pepsin and trypsin. We also talked about amylase as breaking down carbohydrates into simpler sugars. We also looked at fat digestion. So yeah, the digestive system is more like where you see most of these enzymes work. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you all enjoyed today's session on the digestive system. To summarize everything we've looked at, we said that the digestive system is essential for breaking down food. It is a complex process that involves different coordination of multiple organs and enzymes, and understanding this makes you to understand your body better. Thank you so much for listening, and the assignment will be dropped soon. Thank you.